Hey guys, Caseman Ace here, and today we're playing a game called All You Have to Do Is Survive. I think it is a Twine game, and I know it is a resistjam game, and I really enjoyed the last couple of games I played from this particular game jam, so I thought I'd try this one out too, even though Twine games are not always great for Let's Plays. Oh, survival tip. This represents your health. The healthier you are, the more green boxes you'll see, and that's how you'll win the game. Now turn up the volume and get started. You're in a cell. There's a person here with you. Do you even remember why you're here? The cell is cold and dark. The walls are unforgiving brick slabs. You've been here for days. The cell is freezing and oppressive. The walls are suffocating. You've been here for what feels like a lifetime. You want to go home. You're in this awful cell. There is a person here with you. You look at your friend. You've known her your entire life, and her presence is pretty much all that's keeping you from completely losing it in here. She winks at you, trying to make you feel better. You do, a little bit. Her determination grounds you. At least you're here together. Your friend is here with you. Do you even remember why you're here? Your memories are uncertain. It all seems to happen so fast. There was a new leader who started a war on a whim. You think you were just in the wrong place at the wrong time, yet here you are. Here you are. It is what it is. You're in this awful cell. Your friend is here with you. It doesn't really matter why you're here. You hear someone outside. Oh shit. There's a violent jangling of keys, and two guards enter the cell. They're carrying a tray with 2 syringes. They say it's medicine. They're lying. They approach your friend first. She shouts and a loud panic descent and tries to fight them off. One man seizes her, restraining her effortlessly, and drags her out of the cell. The other one comes towards you. Survival tip. Players who cooperate with the guards win 99.9% of the time. Do you throw a tantrum for no reason or cooperate? I'll cooperate for now. The guard approaches you and you don't move. You force yourself to ignore your friend's voice shouting your name, getting quieter and quieter as the seconds pass. The guard's grip is too tight on your arm. You look away from the needle puncturing your skin. It stings. You ask if your friend is going to be okay. He tells you to be quiet. You ask again, louder. You get a penalty. He ignores you. You get a penalty. You let it go. You try not to worry too much about it. Everything is going to be just fine. And then they bring her back. There's a bandage wrapped around her head, covering her eyes. What did they do to her eyes? Her hands shake. What have you done? She doesn't look at you because, well, even if she wanted to, she doesn't want to. She can't. The guards leave. Great job, you got some health back. Just be careful of those penalties. You can't help but feel like you're going to be sick. Your wounded friend is curled up in the corner of the cell. You can't bring yourself to go to her. No! You leave her alone. I feel like eventually you sleep. The hell, man. Time passes, but not enough, and you hear them outside your cell again. You see your friend tense up and press herself back to the wall like a trapped animal. She's not listening to you. This time the men are wearing nice suits. They approach silently, holding delicate syringes in their meaty hands. You hold your breath and pray she won't fight back. But she does. Fierce as she's always been, she lashes out blindly at the man holding the medicine, attacking with her teeth, her nails, her elbows. He overpowers her easily, pinning her arms behind her back to drag her away behind him. Her face turns in your direction, bandage knocked askew from the struggle. There's blood caked under it. Her mouth forms the word please. Your heart aches for her, but you'd be in a better position to help her if you keep playing along for now. What will happen to you if you fight back? You're so goddamn scared. You have 2 options now. Get yourself killed in useless protest or stay safe and rest up. I can't No, you can't just stand by and watch while they do this to her. It's time to be brave. You stand up. An unfamiliar strength inside you unfurls. You run. The guard closest to you tries to grab you. You dodge. You make it past him. You reach your friend. You tell her she's not alone. She's crying now and laughing, and so are you. The guard grabs you now, and you're scared, sure, but you did the right thing. You get a penalty. You don't regret it. The guard drags you off in the same direction as your friend. You're handcuffed and passed over to the authorities. You try not to panic. See, here's the problem. You led them on. You pretended to be their ally before and then turned your back on your country. They're furious. Your betrayal focuses their rage. Bound and beaten, you can't do anything to protect your friend. Oh no! What happened? You were doing so well. They return you to your cell. She isn't there. You're alone. Oh, what the fuck? The men come to you again. You look up at them in their pale skin, their high and tight haircuts. Yeah. And you know this is your last chance at survival. What now? Survival tip. Your health is almost all gone. If you resist again, you'll die and lose the game. That's a good point. You fought back last time and it nearly killed you, and it didn't accomplish anything productive. Anything other than making your friend feel less alone. As far as you know, your friend could still be alive somewhere. What use will you be to her if you get yourself killed? If you play along, maybe you can help her from the inside. Anyway, you can't be expected to take care of anyone. No. If you play along, maybe you can help her from the other side. Moment of truth. Resist and lose everything you've got, or stay calm and win the game. The doctors are looking at you and and smiling. You ask if your friend is okay. Really? Are you sure you want to ask about that? They'll probably get angry. Ask anyway. Their smiles falter. They look at each other. You get a penalty. Let it go. You put it out of your mind and smile back. They tell you it's time to go. Your door is open. You step into the hall and look around. You hadn't noticed before, but there are other rooms here holding traitors. But they're still locked up while you're free. Clearly you made the right choice. You're led down the hall. There's another man waiting for you at the end. You're sure you've never met him before, but still, he looks familiar. It's kind of eerie, actually. He looks a lot like the dictator who ruined the world. The president. He holds out his hand. You hesitate for a brief moment and then shake it. You won the game. Hang on. Oh no, you have 4 penalties? You were so close to winning. You just had to cause all that trouble. Did you really think you could get away with it? You're a nuisance. You're a risk. You're a threat. The maybe president backs away in disgust. His guards throw you back into your cell and they just leave you there. The world forgets about you. You died. Maybe you should try to do better now that you know the correct strategy. Just kidding. You don't actually get a... What is this game? This is nuts. All you have to do is survive. Okay, this time I'm going to play it through and just survive. I'm not going to protest anything and see what happens. No, I'll save that for last. What I'm going to do this time is immediately fight for my friend. You're in this awful cell. Your friend is here. You've known her your entire life. At least you're here together. There's a new leader who started a war on a whim. It is what it is. You hear someone outside. 2 guards. They say it's medicine. They're lying. Okay. Players who cooperate with the guards win. No, I'm going to throw a tantrum. Your hands curl into fists. The guard notices. Before you can do anything, he's got you in a tight grip, pressing bruises into your arm as he hauls you off in the same direction as your friend. From there, it all happens so fast. The handcuffs they slap on your wrist are far too tight. And the authorities they pass you over to are even bigger than the guards. So here you are. You ask about due process. They laugh. You get a penalty. You try to get away. They tase you. You get a penalty. You stay quiet. They leave the handcuffs on for hours. And hours. Eventually, you return to your cell. You're hurt. And yet, you're not alone. Your friend is there too, bloody and aching, and she holds your hand. You sleep. Time passes, but not enough, and you hear them outside your cell again. You freeze, every muscle in your body seizing up with fear. Not again. This time the men are wearing suits. They approach silently, holding delicate syringes in their meaty hands. Your friend, though, she doesn't freeze at all. You watch and wonder as she lunges forward and smacks one of the men's syringes out of his hands. It clatters to the floor. He snarls and grabs her wrist, yanking her viciously out of the room. You meet her eyes right before she's out of sight, and she's smiling fiercely. You won't survive another round of this. If you save yourself first, you'll be in a better position to save her. You're so goddamn scared. So what now? Get yourself killed for no good reason, or stay safe and rest up? Remember what you did to yourself last time. Make good choices. You fight. This is the path to disaster. Turn back while there's still time. You stand your ground. The ground shakes. You're making a mistake. Stop. You smile. And then the brick walls that surround you explode. Boom. Light fills your cell. You breathe. The air is fresh and the smell is sweet. You hear music. It fills your heart. Your captors recoil. You see people. They are your rescuers, your allies, with hands outstretched. Your friend grabs one person's hand. You grab another. They pull you out. You turn around. Looming behind you, the hulking white obelisk that held you for so long. Look at it now. It's crumbling, dissolving, turning into air. A weight lifts from your shoulders along with it. You see so many other prisoners. You thought it was just you and her. You thought you were alone. They've all been freed. You look up at the sky. It's shining, brilliant with purples and blues. It's beautiful. Your friend walks up next to you and presses her shoulder against yours. You're free. You didn't win the game. You never felt more alive. So that is all you have to do is survive. I really liked it. You know, Twine games are pretty simplistic, but that was a fun one that made a very good point in terms of what decisions you have to make in these situations. Like, obviously, people think they want to protect themselves, but sometimes the best thing to do is realize you're not alone and fight with everybody else. So thank you guys for watching. If you want to play this game for yourself, I'm sure there are other endings that you could find. The game is on itch.io, and the download link is in the description below. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!